Hey guys, so for this video I'll be showing my collection that I have from Infinite, and this is going to be a little bit different in the way I'm showing you guys certain things, but it will make sense as I go on with the video. Video will be a little bit longer than the usual collection videos that I have because Infinite is one of the groups that I really love. They're my third favorite group of all time for K-pop, for boy groups, and they're like almost just tied with SHINee as the second, and obviously Dongbangchiki is first, just a little bit more because they're basically the reason why I got into K-pop in the first place. But Infinite is up there. I've kept up with them since they debuted, and they're very dear to my heart. So let's get started and let me show you guys the things that I have from them. So I'll start with mini albums. So the first thing that I have is their debut album, First Invasion, and as you can see I have a signed copy, so this is very special because, you know, first release and it's signed, so, and it's perfect because it's a white cover and you can really see the signatures. And the albums, honestly, I recommend everything from Infinite. If you're inspired watching this, you're like, obviously, but this is for people who don't know much about Infinite, just check out their albums. And obviously Dashi Dorawa and She's Back are really good, but Wings are really good, is another good song from this. And this is their second mini album, Evolution, and this one's very good. One of my favorite mini albums, so check out Before the Dawn, Can You Smile, History, really good songs. So this is their second mini album. Then we have their third mini album, which is Infinitize, and for this one, it has the iconic song that Infinite has, The Chaser. And yeah, so this era was really good for Infinite. I love the logos, and as you can see, the logo changes with every release. Then we have New Challenge. The title track for this, it was Man and Love, and the special thing about this one is that there's an Infinite version of Sungyu's debut song, 60 Seconds, and that's like the 6th track in here. And I thought that was just really nice that they did kind of a thing that related to Sungyu. And then moving on, as you can see, this is a bit different compared to these, but which is something I've been meaning to get for a while, the regular edition of Reality, because Infinite does a thing with their packaging that it's just, they're structured a certain way. And I love that Willem has done that for not just their mini albums, but their all the other releases. So that's one of the things I've been meaning to get for Reality and for Infinite only. But this is the limited edition. And one thing that I do want to say, if you're planning to collect Infinite, they're now doing like special editions of some of the releases. I don't know if they'll do that for a single or for their full-length albums. If you know they continue to make music, obviously I really hope that happens. But I love the limited editions because they come with a lot of extra things, and if you're an Inspired, there's just a lot of more photos and extra goodies. And they did go out of print really fast, like almost just a month or 2 months later, and people just sell them for ridiculous prices. So I'm really glad that I pre-ordered this when it came out, because a month later, it was really extremely difficult to find. So please pre-order the album, or just get the few days after, so you can get yourself a copy of the limited edition of whatever they release. And then Infinite Only, which is their 6th mini album. And yep, so the difference with this one is that it doesn't come with like photo cards compared to the other limited edition, because this one had a photo card for their mini album. So, and then now let's move on to their singles, which they only have 2. And then yep, so here we have Infinite's In Spirit. So this was like probably the cutest thing that I ever done. So they had the title track for this was Nothing's Over. We had an acoustic version of Can You Smile, and Shot. I love Shot so much. I think it should have been the title track in my opinion. I like it more than Nothing's Over. So yeah. And then here we have Infinite's Destiny, their second single. And this is when they started really changing up their sound, because they have these two different types of sounds. They have a sound with Sweet Tune, which is more that retro sound that you're used to from songs like Last Romeo, Paradise, Be Mine. And then with Destiny, they really started changing up because they teamed up with Alphabet, which is the team behind Destiny, Bad, and Typhoon, and Be Back. So they have those two different sounds. I obviously prefer the Sweet Tune sound the most, but I still really like the fact that they have an edgier type of concept and sound every now and then, so nothing sounds extremely the same. And I think that's one of the reasons why they did that, because some people just started kind of complaining that the songs started sounding the same. But I love the songs regardless. I don't think they sound the same. Like, in terms of sound and musically, Infinite makes my favorite type of sound music, because they remind me a lot of Kara. And then moving on to full-length albums in Korea, here we have Over the Top, which is one of the things that is extremely hard to get from Infinite, because this is out of print. So this, along with the special editions, are like the things that are the hardest to collect. So yeah. This has Be Mine as the title track, so I think it's kind of weird for Woollim not to have made extra copies of this, when obviously inspired by most of whatever Infinite puts out. Plus, Be Mine is like their signature song, so that's like one of the things that's kind of a bit annoying about this for people who want to collect Infinite. And then we have the repackage of Over the Top. Paradise, and this one's one of my least favorite packaging from Infinite. The album's fantastic, but obviously I take good care of this, but I know that if you don't take good care of this, it's going to just get damaged really easily, and it can get dirty. I just really dislike this cardboard, but the content inside is really, really nice. You get a photo book and a poster and a photo card. And oops. Then they have their second full-length album, Season 2. The title track for this is Last Romeo, which is one of my ultimate favorite songs from Infinite. The lyrics are just really romantic. I know it can be cheesy sometimes, but I really like it. And yeah, so then we have the repackage, which is a huge improvement on this one, because obviously, like I told you before, they have a certain type of packaging for the releases. So for this is like similar, for this is similar, and these two are like the exception, because this one's the quality of this is a lot better than this one, but they still kept up this pocket thing that they had before. And the title track for this is Back. And yeah, so this is the repackage. And then for other group stuff that I have from Korea is just one more. Oh wait, before I show you guys that, I have a vinyl, because I'm just a huge inspired, and I don't even know. It was expensive to get anyways. A vinyl for Be Back. I don't know if I'll get the vinyl for Paradise, but yeah, like I'm completely in love with Infinite. So they're like, if the only group, or one of the very few groups I would just get random things like this, that I don't even have a vinyl player. So, and here's what the back looks like if you're curious. Probably there's some unboxings for this. So, and then the last thing that I have as a group is a special thing that for Infinite that I think they're the only group that really has done this before. This is The Origin, which is like an instrumental compilation of the releases up to, I think, either Destiny or New Challenge. And I'll show you guys a little bit what it looks like, because it just doesn't even have pictures. But you get a coin, so I got the bronze one. I know there's a gold and silver. And it comes with, kind of just how to play the songs. And here are the discs, and you get obviously for each disc there's like a track list, but you can really see it because it's really dark. So these are just instrumentals, and I just love Infinite's music so much I can even just listen to the instrumentals. But very, very interesting release that they had. And that's it for them releases as a group. And then moving on to more stuff in Korea, but these are just special projects, the solos and subunits. So the first thing that I have right here is Sungyu's first mini album, Another Me. And this is extremely annoying because it comes in a plastic bag. So I didn't throw the plastic bag away because it comes with a Komka sticker, which is a certification that it's like a legit copy. But I'll show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it's like on the front and back. This was a really nice debut. I really like what Woollim does with their subunits and solos because it really fits the members, and I think they put a lot of input of whatever it's released. So obviously this is more of a rock pop type of album. It's a bit more different than what you're used to from Infinite, but it's very Sungyu. And then his second mini album, 27. Here's what the back looks like. And this packaging is a little bit annoying because this plastic thing can get ripped apart. So I tried not to move it that much. So I just slide it like that on the back. So that's his second mini album. And then here we have Infinite H's, which is like the hip hop rap unit from Infinite, which has Dongwoo and Hoya. So this is Fly High, and the title track for this was really catchy, and it fits them perfectly, to be honest. And then we have Fly Again, their second mini album, and they had like I think Brand New Music helped produce these albums, or this one. I'm not completely sure about the first one, but you can really get a sense that it was very hip hop-esque or rap influence, because they had actual producers in Korea who are well known for producing hip hop songs. And then we have Infinite F, which don't really have that much releases. They have a Japanese edition for this one, but I really want more from this because you get to hear more from singing from Sunjung and Sangyeol, who barely get lines in Infinite, because if you really compare them as a whole, they're like the weakest vocalists, but they still have really nice texture in their voice. And obviously Myung-soo, you really showcase his vocal here, and obviously he has improved so much. So I want that's one of the things I want, is like a solo from Myung-soo. So this is a single, so I'll probably maybe get the Japanese single for this. And then as you can see, I'm missing a copy of Woo Hyun's solo that he had last year, and I feel so bad because Woo Hyun is like my ultimate bias in Infinite, along with Myung-soo. So I feel bad, but I'll probably order it whenever they release something else. So I have both of the things. And moving on to Japanese things, it's kind of like a disappointment, but Japanese things are so expensive. But with what I have, I'm happy. So I have their first full-length album, which is like Koi no or something. I think it's like when a man falls in love. But this one's like a compilation of Japanese versions of songs that they had in Korea, like Man in Love, Dashi Dorawa, TikTok. Like basically, it's just Japanese versions of their Korean songs. But obviously, I had to get the special limited edition, which comes with random member photo books. But I waited. And I'm glad I waited because, I had to get a special one with the member I like the most. So here's Myung-soo, and here's what the bag looks like. I'm really glad I got this, and I got extremely lucky. In the postcard that I got was Woo Hyun, so I got my two favorites from Infinite. But I love everyone in Infinite. I just love this two a little bit more. And yeah, so I have that version of this. Their first Japanese album, and then here's their single Dilemma. Infinite doesn't have really a lot of original Japanese content. A lot of it's just Japanese version, and that's why it really puts me off from buying it, because it's really expensive and it's just the same songs. So hopefully in the future I just get those singles or just the full-length albums. So here we have Dilemma, just the CD version. And this is like their first Japanese original single, so that's why I have this. I've been meaning to get 24 hours. But here we have For You. the CD version, and this one has 24 hours. But I don't know if I'll get all of Infinite's singles, but definitely their albums. So this is a really, really good album because it has a few more original Japanese songs compared to their first full-length one. So that's it for Japanese stuff. I know I feel so bad because I don't have that much from Japan. And obviously because they're Infinite, I had to be extra and get DVDs. So I have the That Summer 1 and That Summer 2. And these are expensive. So I don't even have never really purchase DVDs from any group. But obviously Infinite is the exception. And so I'll show you guys a little bit what these look like because it comes with extra goodies. But obviously I just mainly want the music from Infinite, so because I don't watch DVDs and it's just extra money that I could save. But it comes with pictures. This one, pictures, really good photo books from the concert, and here are the discs. So here's the content, and yes, so that's That Summer 1, and here's That Summer 2. Oops. So you get goodies, like I told you. Here's a pouch. I'll probably use this one day. Then we get a really thick photo book, pictures or postcards or photo cards from the concert, and the discs, obviously. And I hate this because it falls out all the time. But here are the discs, the DVDs. And yeah, so this is my collection from Infinite. There's just, compared to a lot of groups, this is a really large collection from Infinite. But they do have a lot of more things that I want. But with what I have, I'm really happy. They're so special to me because I love their music so much. And I grew up with Infinite. And then since I was 14 years old, basically. And now I'm 21. So that's it for Infinite for now. Hopefully I get more stuff this year from Infinite, especially maybe a Japanese single or obviously Wuhan solo and Korean stuff that hopefully they get to release 1 or 2 this year. And obviously with whatever decision they make, if someone leaves the group, I'm obviously gonna support them because, you know, they're one of the few groups that you can really sense a genuine relationship. They're basically brothers, extremely good friends, and the charisma, the aura they give off is very, very special. And yeah, so that's it for my collection. If you're curious about any other collections that I have, you can look through my channel. Obviously it's not as big as this one, even though this one's really not big compared to a lot of other people's collections for Infinite. But yeah, so for bigger collections, the videos are gonna be much longer, but you can see throughout my channel, and I try to go as fast for this and recommend stuff from Infinite. But honestly, I recommend everything. What else? So yeah, so so if you're curious, look through my channel. If you have any other questions or you want a certain unboxing, comment down below. I'll make it if I can. And yeah, so for bigger collections, expect like Girls' Generation, Super Junior, Tiara, Shiny, and Bright Eyed Girls, because those are some of my other ultimate favorite groups in K-pop. And obviously my the one that I have the most from is Dongbang Jinki. So I made a video of that one a couple months back before the year ended last year, and that one's much longer because that's the group that I have the most from. But regardless, Infinite are very, very, very special. So happy 7th anniversary, Infinite, and hopefully we get a lot of more music. And yeah, I'll continue to support with whatever decision they make. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.